Hi, this is CAD/CAM Lessons, and in this video I'm going to tell you about an issue related to the external projection command in FreeCAD version 1.1 RC2. If you're using this version, it's a release candidate version, meaning it's a version released shortly before the stable release, and in my opinion it's already worth using. Even though it's a release candidate and not yet an official stable version, I haven't noticed any major problems with how it works. What mainly caught my attention is that the external projection command, by default, works a bit differently than in previous versions. Before we start, just a quick note, you'll find links to my FreeCAD courses in the description. It's also a great way to support the channel. I'll show you what I mean. I'll create any shape here and create a solid. Okay, we have something like this, and now I create another sketch, for example, on this face, and I choose the external projection command. I select, for example, this line as the reference geometry. Okay, I right-click to cancel this command, and now I'll create another geometry. We have something like this. I close the sketch, select the pocket operation, and an error appears. We have the error wire is not closed, and this happens because the external projection command, meaning the command that creates reference geometry, creates this geometry as regular sketch geometry. In previous versions, this geometry, the reference geometry, was created by default as construction geometry. Now, after creating such geometry, we have to select this geometry and change it to construction geometry. Of course, if this geometry gets created as a continuous line as regular sketch geometry, then we have to select it and we have to change this geometry to construction geometry using the toggle construction geometry command. And now, after changing such geometry to construction geometry, everything works, and this is exactly what can cause confusion among beginner users. And the fact that reference geometry is created automatically as construction geometry we can change in the settings. We go to Preferences, and here we go to the Sketcher General tab and check the option so that reference geometry is always created as construction geometry. Now, when we have that option checked, when we create another reference geometry, that geometry will already be created as construction geometry. And the error that appeared earlier will not appear here. Okay, and that's what can cause a slight confusion, but we can deal with it very easily. And so far, this is one thing I noticed that can cause slight problems when it comes to FreeCAD 1.1 RC2. Besides that, it seems to me that this version works better than FreeCAD 1.0.2, and what's more, in FreeCAD 1.1 RC2, the option to create multiple solids in one project is no longer an experimental option. It's simply an option that's available in this version. Here we can enable it for each body. If, for example, you don't want it to be created by default in every body, then we can enable this option for each body, or we can set it permanently in the settings. We go to Preferences, here we choose Part Design, and check the option that allows creating multiple solids within one body. And now, when we have this option enabled, we can create another sketch here. And when creating another sketch, this sketch does not have to touch the previous part of the solid, and we can create another solid. And as you can see, no errors appear, nothing pops up here. We can simply build a project this way. Now we can create another sketch, and in this sketch we can use, for example, reference geometry from two solids that are not connected to each other. And we can create another part of the solid using reference geometry from two separate solids. If you used previous versions of FreeCAD, then you know that things like this were impossible, and now it works quite nicely. And here I'll come back for a moment to external geometry. And in one video, One of the viewers noticed that this command works a bit differently compared to FreeCAD 1.0.2. I'll create an example model here similar to the one that was in the previous example. Okay, we have something like this. And here I'll create another sketch on the XZ plane. And now when I choose the external geometry command and create external geometry, the external geometry is created in this way. In FreeCAD 1.0.2, it worked a bit differently. I'll launch that version now. Okay, I have FreeCAD 1.0.2 and I'll create a similar example. Okay, and I go to create a sketch on the XZ plane, and I do the same as before. Here, as you can see, I can select only this fragment of geometry as reference geometry. As for FreeCAD 1.1 RC2, the reference geometry looks like this. We have significantly more reference geometry here that we can use in the next sketch. In FreeCAD 1.0.2, we only have this edge available as reference geometry. And here I think this is an interesting solution because having more geometry we can reference can be useful. And I think this can be another reason to simply install FreeCAD 1.1 RC2 and just use this version. As you can see, we can have two versions of FreeCAD installed on one computer, and as you can see, we can also have two versions of FreeCAD running at the same time, so I think there's nothing stopping you from downloading and installing this version. And to download and install FreeCAD 1.1 RC2, go to freecad.org, click the Download Now button. And here, as you can see, at this moment, the stable version is FreeCAD 1.0.2. If you scroll down, we have developer versions here. And if you click the Weekly Build button, we'll be taken to GitHub, and here we can download developer versions. As for weekly build versions, for regular FreeCAD users who just want to create 3D models, I don't recommend these versions, because in these versions it can happen that errors will appear more often than in the stable version or the release candidate version. The release candidate version, in my opinion, is a more polished version than these weekly build versions. Or maybe I just happened to run into it, but when I used weekly build versions, those versions sometimes crashed and errors appeared, while in the release candidate version errors did not appear. That's why I simply recommend using either the stable version or the release candidate version. And here we just scroll down and look for the release candidate version. And we have FreeCAD 1.1 release candidate here. And we expand the files to download here and download the version for our operating system. I use a Mac, so I downloaded this file. If you use Windows, download this file. It's simply an installer file. You can also download the archive, and I think that from the archive you can run FreeCAD without installing. You just download the archive, unpack it, and you can run FreeCAD. And if you use Linux, choose the appropriate version. I don't use Linux, so I don't know which version is appropriate, but I'm guessing it's either this one or this one, depending on the processor you have. And as I said, in my opinion, it's worth downloading this version because compared to version 1.0.2, some improvements have already been introduced here. A few things look slightly different visually. These are cosmetic improvements in terms of appearance, but in terms of operation, in my opinion, maybe it's subjective, but it seems to me that FreeCAD from version to version works more and more stably, more and more predictably, and there are fewer situations where this software simply crashes. So I think everything is going in a nice direction, and FreeCAD is becoming a really interesting tool, and it's no longer just a curiosity and an alternative to other 3D CAD systems. But for many people, it can be the main program for 3D modeling. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like more videos like this, consider subscribing.